Hello everyone, Gainer here. Welcome live to my Facebook HDB Upgrading Strategist. And today, actually, I want to share something very important. And what is this topic about? It is definitely, I think, one of the most important topic, which is why your first property purchase is very important. And probably in this live video, you will probably just take around 15 to 30 minutes. And if you have any questions during this live video, you can just, write some comments, stuff like that. And, if I can, I will answer you, right? So this is very important 15 to 30 minutes whereby I will cover some of the important stuff so that if today you are a buyer and you are looking to your first property purchase, or probably you have already bought something, right? And you are probably looking to do something about it. I think this video is definitely for you, so that at least in terms of property, how you can progress or what is the next step you're going to do. I think that's very important. So just give me a while. Probably will just be looking if there are other people that are coming in as well, right? Um, and if you guys have any questions, just feel free. You can just PM me or you can just give me some more comments, right? Okay, so what are we covering today? All right. First, why? The biggest question is why. Why your first property purchase is extremely important. Okay, and especially for I'll be covering also as a first timer, what type of properties would you be looking to buy, right? And I also be sharing with you guys what are the statistics data of the past transacted prices and what are the recommendations on the types of property for you guys that you think probably will be good to buy, right? So now um now why your first property is extremely important, right? First of all, I just want to share with you guys this thing. Now for me personally, I've met a lot of different clients, and sometimes the first property purchase is extremely important. Why? Because um probably you might not be looking into upgrading, right? Probably you might not be looking into selling your property at any point of time. But we have to understand one thing. If the property that you buy and it's your first purchase, and if you are looking forward in the future, and this property that you have probably may not have a lot of growth, right? Then you have a big issue. You probably have some issue with that. Why? Because you have no capital growth and you probably have no returns, and the time taken to hold on to this property can be dangerous, right? Because at the end of the day, what I want to say is that plans might change. Probably you might be looking to upgrade. Probably you might be looking to sell, and then you realize that the property that you are currently holding um, do not give you a lot of returns. So this is something that I think is important to take note. That's why today I emphasize this very important thing, which is your first property purchase, because I believe that if your first property purchase you bought something that is I think worth holding, then at the end of the day, during if you guys have some plans, you might change, and it's possible for you to do so. That's why now I'm going to go through with you guys some of the statistics data, of the purchase that you probably might going through, right? If you guys are hearing me, and I think that because just now I was trying to see whether the sound during my recording is it okay. So if you guys at any point of time you feel that the sound recording may not be as clear, just let me know. And if you can hear me loud and clear, probably just give me the thumbs up. And you think that this topic is also important, probably you can just help me to like it, or give me some likes, help me to share this, so that your friends, your colleagues, or your relatives, they will also be looking at this live video sharing as well. Once again, this topic is why your first property purchase is extremely important, right? So I believe that you guys can really hear me, right? Okay, so for first timer, what type of properties that you might be looking? So in Singapore, there are quite a lot of different properties, right? I just want to go through with you guys what are the properties. There will be BTO flats. These are very common ones. There are also resale flats, which I'm going to share with you guys some of the data, some of the past transacted prices that for resale flats, right? Okay, thank you. I think Eileen, right? If I'm not wrong, Ellen, sorry. Yeah, thanks for giving me the times up. So I think the voice recording is definitely good. Okay, so now this topic is about why your first property purchase is extremely important. So now in this slide, you will see some of the properties, common properties that people are holding, or common properties that first timers are actually looking to buy. So once again, if you look at it, there are BTO flats, there are resale flats, there are also new ECs, right? There are also new condos, which I will share with you guys some of the data as in the transacted prices as well, and resale condos. So today I'm going to touch on two very important things, which is resale flats, because I believe that a lot of first timers, sometimes they want to try to look for BTO flats, but they are not able to apply for. Probably they have applied many times, and they couldn't get the BTO flats that they wanted, or probably they just cannot get the location that they want. So at the end of the day, what they did is that they look for resale flats, which I think later I will share with you the facts and figures, which doesn't lie, so you guys will see, right? And a lot of people are also looking to new ECs, but some they choose not to because the location once again may not be what they want. And first timer normally they don't look for new condos because new condos are probably investments, and this is something that they might not also look at, and they will also either look for resale condos. So we have to take note that first timers, when you're going to buy a property, you probably will be looking at three property types. One will be the BTO flat, one will be resale flats, and another one probably will be resale condos, right? So that's why now I'm going to share with you guys the resale HDB transacted prices, right? So I'll be sharing with you guys quite a number of these are transacted prices that I've actually extracted out, then I'll share with you guys, and so that you guys will know whether buying a resale flat, is it a good choice moving forward, right? So I'll be looking around Sengkang area, Woodlands area, Jurong, Sembawang, and Sengkang. Sengkang is a property that I have. This HDB is, I want to share with you my story as well, right? Which I think is important, which later I'll share with you guys, and so that you will know a better idea, right? But I will share with you guys first the Sengkang flat, right? If you look at it, I already prepared a lot of data. Now, so if we look at Sengkang, right, we look at this block 193 Rivervale Drive, right? I've actually extracted the data. I look at a 4-room flat. If you look at it, block 193, actually the tenure of this HDB flat is since 2001. So now it's 2019. So we are talking about 18 years old. It's in fact not really that old. That's why a lot of new first property buyers, they are looking for HDBs that are not that old either. So this is something that they might be looking as well. Now if I can scroll down, what you are seeing now is the past transacted prices. So you can really see, if I can just block it out for since 2010, right? That means 9 years ago. 9 years ago, if someone buys a HDB resale flat in block 193 Sengkang, right, you will see that they will buy at the price of 330 over $1,000, right? Now fast forward to today's date, we have a latest transacted, which is in November 2018, which is just a few months back. If you look at it, the 4-room flat is also cost you around 348,000. Now technically speaking, if you look at it, if a buyer who choose to buy a resale flat in Sengkang, a 4-room flat, since 2010, he will enter in this price, right? And fast forward today, he will be selling at this price. Now you will see that in fact there is not much growth. Of course, in between during 2013, the highest it went is around 400 plus thousand. But then again, it will come down all the way to 300 plus or 350,000. Now imagine you bought a resale flat at Sengkang, this area, and this is the price that you bought, and this is the price that you're going to sell. Now the key question you're going to ask yourself, will you sell, right? Since you're not making any money at all, right? So this is for Sengkang. Let me zoom down to Woodlands, right? Now I have also extracted Woodlands. This is a 5-room flat, and If you look at it, this is block 687A Woodlands Drive 75. You will see that the tenure is from 99 years since 2003. So in 2003, now is right 2019 minus 2003, we are talking about what, 16 years, around there. So we look down at the past transacted prices since 2010, probably 9 years ago. Okay, now you can see from 2010, the price is around 420,000. And you can really take a look, the 5-room flat to date in November is 390,000. So can you imagine if during that time in year 2010, if you are a buyer and your first property you look in a resale flat, right? And you bought it at 400 over thousand, 450,000, and today if you're going to sell, you probably will be selling at a loss because you see the latest transacted prices is 390,000. So you can see that your holdings for the past 9 years, you probably don't make much, right? Now let's probably look at another one area, which is Jurong. Now this particular place is a place that my owner bought right around that area. And if you really look at this map, 651A Jurong West is actually just next to MRT. So in fact the location is very fantastic, right? It's just next to MRT. And I choose 4-room, and let's take a look. In fact, the tenure is also from year 2002, so it's still relatively not that old, probably just 17 years old HDB flat resale. So if you really zoom down to maybe same 9 years ago, right, 9 years ago, you'll see that if a buyer bought this place since 2010, right, he will be entering around $406,000, right, around 400,000. And if you look at the past transacted prices all the way up to December 2018, which is last month, right, the price actually is still 390,000. So can you imagine again in this area for resale flat, you don't have much growth either. So buying a resale flat in Jurong, even just next to MRT station, and if you bought around 400,000, you can see today the price went to around 390,000, or probably just maybe just 400,000. Same, you don't get much growth either. Now let's take a look at another area, which is Sembawang, which is this 501D Wellington Circle. Now I especially choose this because this is Sembawang, another different area. And one thing I want to highlight is this is an executive. Now executive means it's an EM or EA. Okay, for this instance it's an EA. And one thing, a lot of HDB resale owners or buyers, they love huge places as well. So they probably don't look into a lot in terms of growth, stuff like that. They just want space, right? And you just want a good price to enter. So for this EM is big, and if I can zoom down, same 2001, and since we are talking about 18 years old, it's not that old either, right? So we look at the past transacted prices since 2010. So you can see that if a buyer wants to buy during then at 2010, he will enter the market to buy a resale EM at 500,000, 505,000. And today, if you see the prices, it's 497,000, right? So you can also see that the holding, someone that buys a resale EM or EA, and the size, this is the size, and it goes all the way to year 2018. And you can see that there's not much growth either, right? Same, this is for this area. And lastly, probably I just want to share with you guys, this is my home, right? This is my place. I stay in block 264C Compassville, Bao, and I stay in a 4-room flat, right? And this is in fact quite new, right? 2008, so now it's like probably 9 to 10 years old. Now, if you can really see 2010, this is actually the selling price. Now, in fact, I bought the place around probably 2006, right? I moved in around 2008, but if you really see, since then people are selling around this price, and the holding for up to just recent 2018, right? The price is actually still hovering around from 460 to 480,000 to 500,000, right? So you can really see that there's not much growth either for a resale buyer. Now, but for this instance, for me, I actually bought a BTO flat. And the price that I bought, actually I entered into the market was only, I bought from HDB was $160,000, right? And I sold it. This is actually my flat, right? I'm staying on the 4th level. I sold this just recently at 470,000, and I made a profit of, if I can take out my calculator, I bought I sold at 470,000, right? And I sold at and I bought at 160,000. Now the profits that I made actually is 310,000. Now why am I sharing with you this? Because I bought a new flat. If I can go back to the slide, I bought a new flat. I bought a BTO flat, which is new, right? But for just to share, a lot of first timer property buyers, they actually bought a resale flat, and you can see that those people who bought a resale flat, there's not much growth, right? Whereas if we buy new, for this instance, for me, I actually bought a BTO flat. That's why the growth for me actually is huge, right? And if you really take a look, these are all the HDB flats. They are actually, in fact, probably 10 to 20 years old, and you can really see that a lot of mistakes for first time property buyers when they buy a resale flat. Now they may not feel the effects, but looking at the long term, maybe 10 years later, they probably won't have much growth, right? So let's take a look at some of the new condos that I want to share with you. These two are the new condos, which is Kingsford Water Bay and River Sound, right? And I just want to share with you the transacted prices. Now, Kingsford Water Bay is a new property which is just TOP recently. And if you really see, I just want to show you this thing. This is from the tenure is actually from 2014. Now it's 2019. So meaning to say 5 years ago, new buyers have already bought this place. Now, I just want to share with you this thing. This is all the past transacted prices. And if you really take a look, this person bought this place, Kingsford Water Bay, is actually he bought this unit, and the price he bought is actually 918,000. Now just take a look just recently in 2018, that means 2018. Can you see that a 4th level unit actually someone bought at 1.14 million? Meaning to say this person bought at this price, and someone in 2018 bought a lower level unit at this price. So technically speaking, the person who bought it new at this price, he probably has already made a gain of, if I'm going to take out my calculator and just calculate, 220 over 1,000, right? This person probably has already made a potential gain of 220 over 1,000. Can you imagine if this buyer didn't buy, he could have a choice. He probably didn't buy in 2015 for this unit. Maybe he bought a Woodlands place in 2015, right? Maybe he bought a resale HDB flat in Woodlands at this price, and he hold for 2018. And can you see, this person, he bought at 460 over 1,000, and today if you choose to sell, actually he'll be making a loss. He couldn't reach this price that he's selling. Whereas 2015, that person probably bought this at this price, and today you can really see that he has already made a potential gain of this amount of money, right? And maybe I share with you guys another this project, which is Riverside Residence, right? Which I just extracted. Same, this is also something new. Is in 2011, right? If we really look at the past transacted prices, since 2012. Now this person bought at 960 over 1,000, and someone in 2018 November, on the 13th floor, actually transacted at 1.2 over million. So technically speaking, if you look at it, 1217, right? What is the potential profit that that person has made? Now you can see it's also around 250 over $1,000. This is the potential profit that they have made. So can you imagine if this person since 2012 decided not to buy this place and buys a same, probably I go to Woodlands in 2012, bought at this price, and currently this HDB it will be selling at this price, right? So this really clearly shows that for first timer, right? For first timer, if you guys are going to buy a property to stay or probably to invest, you will really see that resale HDB flats are something that probably you might want to avoid. However, I do understand that um, a lot of people, probably you guys have a lot of you want to buy a property because you just want to stay in a property, right? So that's why I say that sometimes a lot of factors come into place, right? Be it if you are buying for investment or you're buying for own stake. But I do understand one thing is that sometimes plans will change, and that's why the first property that you actually have is extremely important, because that will that will probably decide whether you are able to upgrade. For instance, for mine, I actually made a profit of around 300 over $1,000, and I upgraded to a private property. So this amount of money, which is 300 over 1,000, I can use for my down payment for my first 5%, and I also have the money for the next 20%, right? And I even have the money for renovation. So if today you're a first timer, you bought a resale flat probably a few years back, and you decided to upgrade, and you realize that your current property does not have the profits or the gains that you have, and at the end of the day, if you really wanted to upgrade, you really need to, you can only consider using your own savings if you have, and not using anything from the sales of your proceeds from the resale flat, right? And this is something that may stop you from planning to upgrade. So I think this is something that is really important, which I think you guys probably need to consider. That's why I think for this topic, it's really about buying the right property, especially for first timers, and making the right choice to see what type of properties that you might be looking at, right? And just to if you guys don't have any questions, I just want you guys to to just, because I'll be coming a series of Facebook live topics, every week. But for next week, probably I think I will probably do it the following week, because I think next week will be Chinese New Year. Everyone will be very busy, right? And so, but however, I want you guys to continue to look at my live videos, because every week I'll have different topics. And in fact, my next topic, I'll be touching about CPF accrued interest, right? Which I think is extremely important. So if you guys wants to be updated on the on my Facebook live videos that will be coming up every week, right? Just probably like my Facebook page. And if you think that this is something that the information is extremely important, probably can share my page as well. And if you guys have any further inquiries that you want to, just discuss with me in private, just PM me will do. Or you probably want to know more information, just go to my website, hdbupgradingstrategies.com. And as of so far, I'm not too sure whether you guys have any questions, but if you guys don't have any questions at this point of time, I really hope that this video really benefits you guys, and I hope that you guys really enjoy it, benefits it. Share this with your friends. Do give me some likes, give me some smiley faces, and I'll really appreciate it. And with that, thank you so much, and thanks for watching this video, and I hope to see you in my next video. So thanks a lot. Goodbye.